You said that, you know, you were kind of impressed the fact that Coolguy was able to do something, but the panel was saying draft. I think T-Gov said 9 times out of 10 that game was going to go the way of Enigma Galaxy. Do you feel like this game, draft-wise, is a little bit more even?
No, I think it's worse.
Okay then. So what are we talking about? 1 out of 20 games they'll win?
Okay, so I will first preface by saying I don't really think it's like 1 out of 9. I think last game was pretty bad draft-wise, but I think this game might be even more difficult.
Really? Okay.
I'll get to why after we see DNC go down here. Just kind of get brought down by the squad. First blood to mind control on this Odie. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the heroes that they're running here. They're running a core Venomancer into PA, or like against PA. PA looks monstrous in this game. Like duel is not something you ever want to click on her, even if it's a support Legion. You don't think about the duel so much, but you still want to use duel to lockdown. You don't do that against PA, because she's gonna crit you and you're gonna give away free damage. She's amazing against Wisp, and I don't see Venomancer being a counter to PA at all. I think he also will become food. So first of all, I think PA is strong. And then you have like Storm against Lion, Kunkka, Willow. There's a lot of lockdown. Like, this is not easy.
Yeah,
I think it's rough. They do have press the attack, of course, to get rid of something. But there's also stuff you can't press the attack, like Imprison from Odie. You can't press the attack that.
Right.
You can press off the meme hammer afterwards, but it's still sort of a disabled that's not counterable by Legion.
So in which case, would you describe this as very execution heavy on the side of Coolguy?
Yeah, I think they need to play a really dominant laning stage here. I think they need to get a lot out of their Wisp and Gyrocopter.
All right, we'll see how this top lane especially goes, because if this PA is such a monster, then the first step to stopping that monster, bring the Pitchfork and Flames early to the lane and see if the Venomancer Legion commander can shut her down.
That's true, yeah. I mean, Legion is a very fast +4 hero, 330 movement speed against a 335 of Line, who has boots, right? So he's paying all his gold to have boots just to be about the same movement speed as you. And if you get hit by Orb of Venom, you're slower than him again. So the top lane is quite strong for Coolguy. Maybe a Courier Snipe? Nah, can't get stunned off.
You can see
he wanted it.
How aggressive they want to be in this lane. But this bottom lane is also equally harassive, I would guess, is GH Mind Control. Continually keeping Amar and Thug a bit low.
Yeah, a lot of trading hits here. Both teams using whatever they have at their disposal. Level 2 power spike now by Coolguy. They hit level 2 first.
Well, iLTW getting low at the top lane. He is going to be your first blood. Funnick, or sorry, first blood we already had for DNZ. It'll be your second blood. First kill in the laning phase, let's say.
That has to be so satisfying after losing to iLTW so hard in the lane previous game. Now getting to kill him. Funnick is probably feeling a lot better than during tanking in. But this is what Venomancer excels at, though. If you compare Venomancer to Sanking, I think it's harder to make the transition that he did on Sanking. But the laning stage is going to be a lot easier for Venomancer.
Right. Well, that's not going to work very well. And Missile against double ranged heroes in the offlane.
Thank you for the gold.
Yeah, free gold in a way.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about mid, but that's, you know, mid lane in current patch. It's the 17-1 for the Storm, and we see a 14-1 for the Kunkka. So very even last hits here. Both are kind of trading farm. Storm should be like ever so slightly favored in the beginning, but once Tidebringer gets higher level, it becomes harder for Storm to stay in the lane.
Sure.
But that's when they have jungle anyway.
Another imprisonment into Brambles.
Yeah, he zigzags out of it. Gonna run away.
IO keeping his distance there. They do have Shadow Realm to stop certain healing salves. You didn't actually see it there. Instead, he sniped a range creep, but that is something that can be employed in the laning phases. Sometimes I always like to sit way in the back with the healing salve active, and Shadow Realm's a good way to stop that.
Yeah, and the Wisp is...
Oh, he's TPing mid lane.
Nice torrent. Gonna get the X mark.
Yeah, they are.
Or
lost vision for a second. DNZ is now here, so that's why Noob is willing to turn back around a bit. But and in 2v2, both of them accepting the trade-off. If you thought there wasn't enough regen in the mid lane, now support TPing in, not filling out the bottle, but giving Noob a healing salve. So
yeah, extra heals coming in hot.
Probably gonna try and secure the 4-minute rune for him as well.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. Yeah, Storm might run for the bottom one, but nah, he's probably just gonna go for a top one. Miracle gonna get the bottom rune. Unless the mid creeps too. It's always awkward running for a bottom. The hydration runes.
Hydration runes.
Yes,
I like that.
That's why I call them. It's a reminder.
Remember to stay hydrated, folks. Omar does manage to get into the trees here during that little bit of a window of a stun, but still dies. Bot Thug a few extra seconds of hitting mind control, though.
Yeah, Thug is doing a good job getting the most out of his right clicks, but the damage from these OD clicks and Willow as well, not so easy to stand against.
Shadow Realm to dodge some of the flat cannon shots. Noob does fall to the rotation from Kuro, so that does leave iLTW a little high and dry, I would imagine. As yeah, they're diving him. They're diving him heavily here.
Yeah, he's running the way up he can, blinking away, daggering the enemy, but in the end, this Orb of Venom plus Venomancer chasing, he's blink to the creeps. Gets a CS, clean.
He just can't get far enough away. So he's going to be hit by the next round of Gale. Kuro's going to come in, tries to go for the deny, doesn't actually get it. Instead, he's going to look at Funnick here, and maybe, but Funnick, I know he's got stick charges. He's also got a Fairy Fire. He's going to live through this one. He baits out Kuro's hits and managed to survive through it all with the Fairy Fire still kept in the tank. So really nicely played by Funnick.
Yeah, very cleanly baited. And there was his Storm committing with a lot of mana. Of course, the bolt coming out for defensive purposes. Still hits as well. Yeah. Bottom we saw Gyrocopter get killed, so a kill for mind control on his OD.
Oh, and a Meteor Hammer complete by 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
Yeah, at this point it's hard to stand on here. I think you have to move like Legion Commander maybe if you want to have anyone here, so you can press the attack off the Meme Hammer.
Yeah.
But if a Thug can stay out of range, then he's fine. And you see he's trying to kill the creeps fast and then get out. But there's no boots on OD, so... Oh, there it
comes. The IO should make sure that this is okay. I'm not going to say fine, because Thug is still going to have to take a lot of damage.
It hurts. It hurts a lot. Tremendous damage.
What is the impact damage on Meteor Hammer?
When it lands, the impact damage is 150. Yeah.
Okay.
150 for non-buildings, and buildings take 75.
Okay, so if you do have the Legion Commander down here and you cleanse off, nice deny from iLTW. If you do the cleanse off, you're taking away basically half the damage of Meteor Hammer, right? Like, you're still going to be hit by the impact damage, but you're going to be able to take away the damage over time.
Yeah, you take over.
Oh, Noob! I cannot believe he didn't zip to dodge the first crown stun. I mean, that's just a flat-out mistake, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what was holding it. Well, they're gonna pressure tower now, and this should be a tier 1 just gone.
But if they do this fast enough, they can rotate Funnick and hold bottom lane or start assaulting mid lane. They'll be kind of like a tower ahead in the trade-off of lane control.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, for reference, the Meme Hammer is 540 damage over time total.
Jesus, that's way more damage than I thought.
So if you take away all that, I mean...
Okay, so more like you're taking away like 3/4 of the damage, or maybe 2/3. I'm bad with math. So it's about 3/4 of the damage, right? If you cleanse it right away after the impact damage.
Yeah, you take away a huge part, that's for sure. Wait, it's even more, actually, isn't it? It's 560? Whatever, math on stream. It's something like that. It's 500 damage, something.
Oh no, NA and EU math combined. Either way, the Kunkka and the PA combined do manage to get a kill onto Funnick. That's a nice one.
Getting a nice little rune there as well. An underrated rune in this game is the Illusion Rune on Storm. If he wants to use it aggressively to rotate towards like OD, you can dispel that Meme Hammer as well after you get in prison. Could be used aggressively if he goes base, gets TP ready. something we see a lot from good Storm players is that they will make rotations with full mana with their TP. So I'm curious to see if he's gonna stay on lane here on Storm, or if he wants to make an impact on a side lane.
Yeah, and it might be nice to make an impact in this bottom lane where Funnick is already trying to hold the tower like we talked about. So he wins the lane early enough. He takes the tower. Now he plants himself in this bottom lane. They're going to be able to catch mind control here. The rotation from Noob is out like he suggested, Wagon. It might just be enough. They turn around. They do manage to get off the Sandy's Eclipse. Mind control still low. The boat coming in though. Noob unable to get off the zip away, and they're still hunting for mind control, but he makes a little toy tumbler hop, and he's far enough away that DNC cannot finish off the kill. And if anything, DNC is going to die to mind control, rounding the corner, finding him and finishing him off. Oh no, what a disaster for Cool Guys.
Yeah, at least Funnick slithers away from the Kunkka there. Not gonna die to some attacker splash, but he's gonna live. That's the danger. This is why I was not really favoring the draft, is playing Storm into Lion. It's like the worst hero to be against, I think. You have instantaneous disable, and you have 2 disables. He can hex you and then chain stun, and here we see it again. Stun, and then hex, in person. That should already be a kill, but Meme Hammer for good measure. Yeah, he was already gone.
Yeah.
No living there. At least Thug is finding some time to farm on top lane, but I think anything you send against OD right now is basically a sacrifice.
So usually in these situations, right, the Venomancer takes the enemy safe lane tower. Then you kind of have a choice. Do you go mid and just kind of like start planting wards mid and slowly sieging down that tower, or do you defend your own safe lane tower? Do you think they made the wrong decision in this regard?
I think he had the right idea. He went safe lane tower and he wanted to protect it, but he has to sit more defensively so that he doesn't get caught. If he gets caught by the in-person, then he's gonna die, but he has to sit far behind the wards.
So it's not a strategy error, it's tactics. Like if they had executed a little bit better, this would have been a great play.
We can see it again. They have like very aggressive ideas to kill stuff bottom. I think just say screw it. Bottom lane, leave Venomancer there. But they're gonna go again.
They're gonna bait out mind control to try and go for the Meteor Hammer. They do manage to stop that, but at the same time, the Storm Shield is immediately stopped by Kuro, and they still manage to get the pullback on Funnick, netting both the kills they're looking for, and possibly a third. As Miracle with a double damage rune.
Deja vu.
Oh, there we go. Gets it off, and a double kill for him.
I've seen this before. This is why, like, Venomancer, if there's one quality to this shit hero that I think is really, like, Underlord tier bad. I really dislike Venomancer.
Okay.
But if there's one quality he has, is that he can park a lane and not let it advance. Look, instead of going for fights, they initiate onto the OD. Lion in a perfect spot. Kuroki comes in with a little bunny hop, you know, with the Tumblr's toy. Was passed over to him. So he hops in, disables the Storm, bursts him down. That's a finger charge, by the way. I mean, I think this is not the lane you look for aggression. I have this theory on OD that once he gets his meme hammer, you dodge him, and just anyone who goes there is supposed to die.
Yeah. You have to have like a really flat out laid out great plan. Mind control with the TP out. The duel's coming, but it's far enough away. Mind control gets away with murder.
Yeah, I mean, he's creating an insane amount of space. Look at that eyebrows of a god right there. He's doing so much.
This should make my life easier.
Boat coming in. Uh-oh. DNC. He's supposed to protect other people from this combination, but he cannot protect himself as he gets chain stunned down. No hope for a press the attack.
Is it the ostrich that hides its head in the sand when like something happens? I feel like that's Gyrocopter right now. He's like, nothing is happening, everything's fine. You know, like everything is cool. He's just farming away.
Thug, please, we need to relocate in. What? I can't hear you. I'm farming ancients right now. Really bad reception over here.
I can't hear you from how far away I am from that lane that I don't want to go to.
Bottom lane? There's a third lane? I only know about mid and top, guys.
BSJ would have stuff to say about that bottom lane.
It's true. It is seems to be a very, very lane of dead people in bottom lane for Cool Guys.
So it seems smoke coming in by Enigma now. Bunny hop onto the Funnick Venomancer. This line is pretty deep though.
Yeah, and they have to press the attack to relieve Funnick from those disables, but now Miracle's here. Big hit onto DNC, just a warning shot as NGX back themselves up. hit by the missile, slowed down by the call down here from Thug, getting some decent damage in. DN's, he's hovering on the sidelines here. They're going to turn around, go for the boat. DNZ actually going for a duel onto OD, but nobody could follow him in because the boat was in the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now we have a tie, right? Yeah. Oh, we don't have a tie. He doesn't have any duel. Okay, never mind. Most duel damage is now on Team Dire.
Oh no.
It's fine. Support Legion doesn't play for duel damage. And Odie doesn't really do that much with it. Could be worse. Could be Kunkka or PA.
Yeah, true. It could be a lot worse.
You got basically some really sad targets here to give away damage to.
I think we're also seeing a bit of problem with just like Venomancer holding towers against an OD because Venomancer has no stun.
Yeah, he can sort of hold towers, but he needs to get a nice thick wall of Venom wards so that OD can't just go up. But with X mark, I guess they find ways to do it. They just X mark him, and it's like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, against multiple heroes, I don't expect him to hold the tower. But if it was just bottom tower against OD alone, maybe you could delay it enough.
Yeah.
That you know, Gyro gets time to get items. But now mid tower and bottom tower are both gone, and Gyrocopter only has right now. Okay, he has his Aghanims complete, but he didn't go Dragonlance or anything, so it's a naked Aghanims.
Naked Aghanim Scepter, and if they're not careful, some dead heroes as the the Dark Willow plus Lion. This support duo delivers a lot of damage.
The Lion is just hopping around, man, but he's gonna hop right into a Remnant here.
He knows where Noob is. They're going to relocate here. Kuro does manage to hit the nice two-man stun. The Venomancer also getting off his ultimate Miracle. He's going to slice and dice this Venomancer, no problem. And if anything, it's going to be the Gyrocopter in some trouble here. The relocate back out in a second.
No.
No way. Thug dies just before he could relocate back to the fountain or top lane.
Yeah, they reload in, so that was the going back to top. Man, that was very, very close. Close, but not quite. I don't know. I'm trying to find outs, basically. I view it a bit like poker, right? Like, you're looking for what outs do we have here?
Yeah.
But if you're Radiant, I'm not quite sure what they're supposed to do. Storm has he has his Orchid now. It's a bit delayed. But he's going for plays. He's going for Kunkka.
Oh, the fear actually broke the tether either way, so.
All right. This is a kill.
That's nice. That is very nice, actually.
Yeah, that was a huge kill. And that was exactly what I was talking about before. Storm TPing out full mana, uses Bottle and Soul Ring, and can just go on someone, bring him down.
He's gonna look for more.
Oh yeah, they want something.
You gotta be careful because that Dark Willow does have a full-out Spirit Vessel, but Kuro's gonna be the one potentially caught here with the missile coming in. Second round of call down is gonna be able to land the Meteor Hammer, catching Mind Control as well. NGX, Nigma Galaxy, they brought heroes to a fight that they were outnumbered.
Yeah, after losing Kunkka, they were now kind of run over quickly. I like Coolguy's aggression. The moment they get a little bit, you know, they're like, give us the whole hand. They just try to go for more and get 2 kills and a tower. And more importantly, Thug getting a lot of this gold. He got the kill on Lion, he got the kill on Odie, and he got the tower last hit. So Gyrocopter is growing.
Sometimes greed is good.
Yes. I always see greed as a good trait for +1, +2 players.
True.
I play at home and people are like, oh, you're greedy. I'm like, yes, thank you. I am. And the greed paid off here for Coolguys.
Do you do that with a lot of things that are yelled at you over the microphone?
I mean, maybe.
Your fellow pubs?
Maybe. Yeah, of course. Someone gets mad at you, yeah. Just roll with it. Why go against it?
Ancient stack being cleared out for the Gyrocopter, but he's still, even with that stack, a little bit behind. Oh, okay, just evened up pretty much with the Phantom Assassin, but even then you have this Kunkka who's even farther ahead. The bow combination coming in, landing on top of the Venomancer. They're going to try and burst him from a distance, and they do so.
Radiant's bottom
The Silencer, Hex rather,
attack.
coming out onto Noob. They might just be able to catch GH, but they don't actually feel comfortable chasing. They're going to back up.
Yeah, they know they're chasing into a lot of heroes with strong reactions. You don't want to go too aggressive and get fingered by Lion, you know, like the turnaround potential.
Radiant's bottom
And I like what we see itemization-wise from GH in this game. He went with a Spirit Vessel because he's against Legion, he's against IO. So, of course, against Legion, you can wait until you press the attacks and immediately click it. And that's going to reduce the healing a great amount. But you can also just shut down IO a lot. Who went for Holy Lock at first item, so... Nice, nice little decision there by GH, I think. DPC timing is very close now for PH. He's only 300 gold away.
It's interesting going for an early shard on the IO as well. Probably because he knows he's going to get jumped by the PA, right? So he wants to be able to have that surprise tether stun.
That is, yeah, that is quite a surprise. I suppose it's also the 8% movement speed playing a pretty big part.
Oh yeah, it's a good factor.
That's the biggest surprise thing. You never expect the tether stun. That's like such a, I don't know.
Yeah.
Bottom
it's a very early shard though. It's an interesting decision to go for this early. I like it. It could be the surprise factor they need.
Yeah. Just need something to be able to tip the scales right now. They do have something just right now as the Aegis picked up onto Thug. They zip forward on Noob, but they don't actually grab iLTW. Immediately going for Funny here with his BKB. He's going to kill the Venomancer before there's a Poison Nova to even worry about now. The BKB being activated by Gyrocopter to limit the damage. He's trying to go for some of these heroes, but they're not falling quite fast enough. In fact, Mind Control may not even be dying here. Noob's going to go for the zip in onto GH and try and finish him off, but the IO is dead, and now the Gyrocopter without a BKB is left into the imprisonment plus Meteor Hammer. He's dead twice.
Yeah, stuns for days. There's Hex available. There's Torrent soon. They're going to try press the attack, but he just gets X marked as well. They're like, yeah, come back, buddy.
Yeah, there's just one more.
Yeah, they're just showcasing how much stuns they have right now. They're like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that.
They still had Finger of Death for that fight that they didn't use.
Yeah. Come on, man, use it. Get those charges.
Yeah.
Prepare for late game, Lion.
I think he wanted to, but then Mind Control imprisoned the Legion. He was pumping it, and then Mind Control kind of...
It wouldn't surprise me if Kuro just has better judgment, you know. He's like, no, I'm going to use this to kill Storm right now. Watch me.
Yeah, I think he absolutely will.
He does not.
No,
Never mind. He has even better judgment. I'm going to use this later when I need it. Or he's making a statement. I play Lion without ulti, and I still win.
Yeah. Time to level stats.
Do it. Hey, actually, I ran out of mana. I also think he would have ulted immediately there. He started sucking a bit to get his mana back, but...
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Now it's level 2 ulti, though.
I have to say, I think the distance game they're playing against this Venomancer, it's awful for Veno. They're just poking at him from such a long ways away. Another BKB being used to try and chase down this OD. This time around, can they get it?
He's in trouble.
They're going to leave him behind. He's not going to have BKB by the time the OD is back up. They've got to run. Oh, but he can't run. He's been axed, so he has to turn and fight. Funny's trying to cut over, but the PA immediately jumps onto him. Him and the Gyrocopter are now dead, and Mars probably going to be falling as well as Miracle. He's willing to dive into the tier 2s, misses out on the Terrorize, but it's not like it matters. They flush the IO out of his hiding hole. Mega kill streak now for Miracle.
Yeah, Nigma they're taking full control of this game. I like Coolguy not just sitting back and accepting that the map belongs to Nigma. They're going in, they're trying to be confrontational, take the fights. Because if you just wait, I mean, PA and Kunkka and OD, all of them are gonna grow too fast. So you gotta fight, but these are incredibly difficult fights. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the draft they're facing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Storm looking for Pickost, maybe looking to cut the creep wave. Either way, runs into the whole of Enigma Galaxy and zips on out of there.
Yeah, meanwhile, tower damage being applied bottom, Glyph gets used.
This Venomancer game, the X Torrent bow combination, they have Imprison into Meteor, they have Brambles and Shadow Realm. There's so much long distance, just kind of like poke, and then PA can commit at any time and just kill you. They 2 minutes get a duel off that will win.
Hey, winner!
GH is dead. iLTW will get the return kill and manage to jump away. Noob on pursuit, but they immediately get the turnaround Hex, and that's enough for iLTW to get another Blink Strike away, and Kuro to be able to use a Blink Dagger.
Cavalry has arrived. Kunkka and Odi are here. They want to fight.
Well, not the Cavalry. This time it's the Navy. Miracle going to be thrown in the boat here at the IO. Actually misses the combination there, so he's going to start retreating. This Gyrocopter is still, even though they've won plenty of team fights on the side of Enigma Galaxy, they are giving the respect to Coolguy and their Gyrocopter strength.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the saying about a caged animal is what it feels like with Coolguy. They're like, if you're going to lock us in, we're going to lash out, you know, like, we'll fight back. It's really great to see, because I don't think I can stress enough how difficult it is to do what Cool Guys are doing right now. I mean, we can say that they're behind, they're struggling, and Nigma are just kind of owning them, but Cool Guys are making plays that are really difficult while being far behind, and they're getting stuff done. Like, they're not just laying down, like, losing here. They're really looking for plays. Right now, though, it is Nigma smoking and finding possibly a pick top.
They get D-ward, and immediately warning bell sounds, and they try and get out of there for the gyrocopter IO. They're gonna have to go for the relocate, and it looks like, yeah, they don't have the damage to blow up the gyro that fast, but they may be able to kill the IO unless Cool Guys wants to be able to fight this, and it looks like they will.
Perfect at least getting out, but iLTW standing here waiting for the Wisp.
Tether backwards, they go for the kill. Ooh, man, Miracle does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Miracle hurts a lot. I mean, this poor little Wisp, man. There's a lot of things that can kill you in this game. It's a scary world. At least the DNC, the POS 4 Legion Commander has snuck away and is farming Ancients. Get it done. Jungling Legion Commander is back.
Hey, he's going to be able to find GH first, gets the Orchid and the Disable. He's going to die to the Orchid, he will, but unfortunately Kuro's right there to get their own kill on Storm Spirit.
It's funny how he gets 632 gold for killing a support there.
Yeah.
That's not really a good sign when you get that much for killing a support.
Yeah, we know how far behind they are, but they don't, exact number-wise, but when you see how much a support kill gives you, you're like, oh no.
I think you'd be surprised like how good read players have of like estimate of how far ahead or behind they are. I've talked to some people and like watched replays and have an estimate. It's insane. Like very often they'll be within like a few hundred or even just 1,000 off.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, meanwhile, this poor Legion is running circles.
He just wanted to get his shard, and he could have gotten it with Tickled, but iLTW denies him that. It's going to be stalled out a few minutes more, at least a minute.
At least he ran him like 1.5 lap around.
True. Got a little exercise in, a little morning jog.
This,
well, there's the tether stun.
This Aghanim's OD, so long range on Imprison. If he gets vision.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to get that vision for Thug here.
He wants both, but Wisp is sneaky.
He knows they're going for the relocate. Oh no, he imprisoned the gyrocopter, so there wasn't a target to be able to tether out. Yikes. And now the IO is very likely to die again here with no one to tether to. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Cool Guys just getting run over by NGX, and they've got potential Roshan coming up in 45 seconds, so they can probably just control the map, get that Aegis, and maybe take a high ground.
Yeah, I like this choice by PA, by the way. When you're in a game this dominant, go for an Aghanims. It's a fantastic win more item. And you could say like a win more item doesn't matter then if you're already winning, but it excels at games like these. You can now dispel the Venomancer Gale more easily, and Poison Sting. You can also be blurred like all the time, so people don't know where you are. And of course, in teamfights, those extra blinks and jumps. It's really a terrifying item to play against.
I've used the same description for an Aghanim Scepter of your favorite hero, TA, right? That's a win more item for sure, right?
Yeah, in many ways it is. Yeah.
DNC. And he finally does manage to get the shard, so he can cleanse off some of these disables. Apply that BKB, and Noob. He's going to be able to find one kill. They can get maybe a little bit more here with the slow. He's going to go for Kuro. Jumping over him. He's going to come back from that imprisonment straight into a Remnant. He goes for another round of imprisonment, but there's going to be another Remnant to finish him off. They're going to be able to grab the PA here. PA turning around. Fighting Thug does manage to get one back. No crits just yet, and there is a bit of heal. So Thug's going to be okay. It's iLTW who has to blink first and back away.
Dude, Noob making things happen on this storm. He like goes for stuff. Yeah. Both the supports brought down. And we see Nigma, even though they're still very far ahead and they had, you know, they had stuff ready to go if they wanted to take the fight, they decide to respect them there. If you fight without your supports, I mean, 2 men down, that would be a little bit too disrespectful. I like the Lotus Orb that Venomancer bought, by the way. I mean, you can be on a shit hero and still have good items, right?
Yeah.
It's a great Lotus Orb game. fantastic against Lion, great against OT, and even against Darkwill.
Yeah. Combine that with a
Wow, that looks so terrifying from our point of view.
yeah, it really did. He jumped away. Oh no, he got back. Oh no.
He didn't know they had a word right there. He was like, well, they didn't kill me when I was in the tree line, so I guess they didn't see me.
Yeah.
But
And then he zipped back up and paid the price. Funnick searching for more. Funnick takes a detour to the triangle, runs headlong into iLTW. Pop his ultimate, get some damage done, but none of his team is going to be ready to do anything about that.
that's a nice tool against Veno, by the way. Just X-Mark, TP base, bottle up a bit, you know, heal up, and then you can come back. So there's very little chance that anyone is gonna die to Venomancer afterwards if they can just X-Mark and get out and get back in. This is gonna be an uncontested Roche. No way really that Coolguy can do anything. Meanwhile, DPC back to the enemy triangle. Get some farm.
Yeah, what's he gonna farm next though? Shard is a big item. What does the support Legion commander go after?
Yeah, it's Blink. I mean,
Okay.
if it's a good game, you can go Ether Lens. It's really big. That's what us 4 Legion commanders have done historically quite a bit.
Yeah.
But this is not a game where you get Ether Lens. So he's trying to get Blink Dagger, and then he's probably gonna try and lock down, you know, OD if he can. Just put himself on OD, but I think he has to accept anytime he duels someone, there's probably gonna be a PA, like, her eyes lighting up, like, oh, I'll go win that duel.
Yeah. Smoke up. Yeah. Funnick is going to be the one showing mid lane while the rest of the team smokes behind him.
Might be a bit of a Roche control again.
They're going to be able to go for the Kunkka first. Minge grab him, but iLTW wasn't jumped on. Immediately grabs the Legion Commander, brings her down during this BKB. Timing is going for Amar as well, but the Darkboxer's actually delivering some okay damage until he gets stunned up immediately after the BKB. And chain stunned down now. Noob gets caught by Kuro as well, and that's going to be a cool, guys. That ends their run here for the Winter Tour.
I like how he was doing okay damage until the PA turned around and then he died in like 1 second. I'll show you damage.
Yeah, and she certainly did show some big damage, and